Hello there, everybody, and welcome to Week 8 of Pokemon Stadium 2 Draft League. This will be interesting. This is my first recording I've done with my cats and my new dog in the same room, so be prepared to hear some dog and cat noises, because that's inevitably going to happen at some point. Right now, they're all behaving themselves, but seeing as this is probably going to be at least an hour-long video, if not longer, won't be surprised if we don't hear a few barks or meows at some point. All right, we got some interesting matchups today. We got the Machampion versus the Steelix. We've got the Pokemon Power and the Suicune. We've got Smoochum and Dragonite. And we've got Fearow and Ponyta. So all good matchups, all fairly even matchups. This ought to be fun today. I'll be right back with the start of the first battle. All right, everybody, welcome to the first battle of the day. We've got We Are the Machampion playing the Tampa Bay Steelix. Quick note before this one started, this week's roster changes for the Tampa Bay Steelix were that they dropped Sunflora and Graveler and picked up Slugma and Machop. There were no roster changes made to We Are the Machampion. All right, let's get this thing started. Let's see. So from what I see immediately, I kind of want to go Machamp again. Yeah, let's go, we'll go Machamp. Well, Machamp's might be important to, well, then again, I look at all this, Meganium's not gonna be good against anything, almost. We don't want Tyranitar to get out there against Quillfish or Machop, or even Steelix for that matter. Too much of a risk to put Scizor out there against Slugma. I guess, yeah, we'll start Machamp and switch out as we need to. All right. Get Week 8 started. Hopefully we don't have too many resets today. I did the same trick as last time where I left the Nintendo on for a while, so hopefully that works out for us. Alright, so you are starting with Slugma. The only switches would be Cloyster, which wouldn't take a special hit well, or Tyranitar, which we don't want to get burned. But we also don't want Machamp to get burned. We need Machamp for those steel types. This is a tough one. Let's go Tyranitar. Because Tyranitar is only really going to help us against Haunter and maybe Slugma here. So, whereas Machamp we know for sure helps against a few Pokemon instead of it being a maybe. So if we're going to get one burned by accident, it's better to get Tyranitar burned. Amnesia, okay, interesting start. I'm not sure that I would have used Amnesia against a Machamp, but alright. Sandstorm first. Okay. Alright, so we got the Sandstorm started. We need to switch out. Cloyster's not a good switch. We either need to put Ariados in or Meganium. I'm gonna go Ariados. Alright, there's Cross Chop. Critical hit. Not very effective, so good choice. Bronzer, I love you, buddy, but quit sniffing the cords. No, stay away from the cords, buddy. Come on. You are going to likely switch to a steel type. Let's try Spider Web since that worked on me the other week.
Here comes the Pokemon Switch. Oh, it's Magneton.
All right. Spider Web, so it can't retreat.
Oh no,
Now we just got to pick something good against Magneton that won't lose right away. I am going to take a second after the sandstorm hits because my animals are starting to act up a little bit. All right, we're back from that debacle. So let's see. We got the Magneton trapped in here. You're going to go Thunder. Meganium will take the Thunder better than anything else.
this Pokemon is switching out.
If we can find a way to get Machamp in cleanly, then we can put Machamp in while it's stuck and go for submission.
How's that? Oh, that was weak.
All right. Ooh, this is where the sandstorm's going to hurt a little bit, but we should be close to sandstorm being over.
The flow of that.
Now, see, I kind of want to switch because I'm hoping it would go for Swift instead of Thunder again, but I feel like it's just going to go for Thunder again. Is Ariados a throwaway Pokemon? Is there... I'm not Ariados. Is Meganium a throwaway Pokemon? Is there anything Meganium actually beats on this team? No. So in that case, I think we'll just stick it out and do as much damage as we can. And then that way we get our clean switch into Machamp.
Building up power for its next attack.
Or if we do enough damage, we might not even have to risk Machamp. We'll see.
What's next? That didn't do much. Sandstorm finally quiet. Since the raging
All right, we're going to hit it with Solar Beam, and hopefully this will do more than 2 damage.
down on the field. What's this? That didn't accomplish much.
Okay. That wasn't great, but it wasn't awful either. 3 for 3 on Thunder, the computer, by the way.
The crowd's excitement is building from this heated battle.
You're not going to have enough time to do another Solar Beam, so how about Strength?
The commands are made. There's the attack.
All right, still got a little bit more damage off at least. Here's that Swift. I could have switched and... Oh, well, Meganium's slow. It would have lost to whatever it went up against later anyway. All right, Meganium goes down. And Magneton gets a knockout. But now we get a free switch into Machamp. It should have a chance to even up the game here.
The heated action continues. Vicious attack. Hit. That was good.
Wow, it was a better hit than I thought it would be. I mean, this is going to be a tough battle to win. Oh, critical hit. That helped. This is going to be a tough battle for the Machampion to win because since they haven't changed their lineup in weeks, I took advantage and based my team around the fact that I expected them not to change their lineup. I didn't cheat because I still made my lineup before they made theirs, but I had a feeling they wouldn't change theirs. And I called that right pretty much. So we'll see how this goes. We do not want you out there right now because Quillfish is going to outspeed you. But I don't know if we should have Scizor in there. Well, I guess Cloyster could technically beat the Steelix later. This is a tough one because we do really need Machamp for some of these matchups. Let's go Scizor on the off chance it goes for Sludge Bomb.
We go into battle mode. Here comes the Pokemon Switch.
If it does go for Sludge Bomb, we got a free switch in. All right, good switch. I'm still going to do my best to beat the team I constructed. But, It is tough when I pretty much called what her team was going to be. Steel doesn't do much to water. But Cut's not going to do a whole lot either. We'll do one Metal Claw in an attempt to try and get the attack boost. And then after that, we'll just cut.
They're ready to go.
Miss. Miss.
A sharp attack. Oh,
0 for 1.
what now?
But yeah, Thunder hit every time.
It's not very effective. The crowd
Alright, so that did 45. Let's see what Cut does by comparison.
there's the shot. It's a weak spot.
Oh, critical hit, of course.
What's this? The hit glanced right off.
Not a whole lot different there. Alright.
They're both hanging tough.
Yeah, Scizor also doesn't help a whole lot this week. Let's go Metal Claw again, because I feel like we have a higher chance of a critical hit there. Here comes a Hydro Pump.
Hydro pump.
It missed again.
Connect. What's next? That didn't accomplish.
Pretty good hit. Pretty good hit.
The heated action.
We don't have anything that... Well, I guess Cloyster would resist, but Cloyster's special defense is so bad, I feel like it's still going to do a lot of damage, even if it resists. So we'll just stay in there and try to make it hit us with Hydro Pump. It does hit us. Quillfish gets a knockout. Scizor did a pretty good job, though.
That KO will bring out.
Alright, you are halfway defeated. I feel like you're still faster than Machamp. So don't really want to take the chance there of you outspeeding me. How many Hydro Pumps did we use there? Like 4? I think there were 2 misses and 2 or 3 hits. So actually, it might not have any Hydro Pumps. You know what? Let's go Ariados.
Will be next.
That way, if it does, we'll protect to make sure it has no Hydro Pump.
To reveal its Pokemon.
If they switch, they switch. That's fine. We get Quillfish out of the game for the moment. So let's go for Protect to find out if you've got any Hydro Pumps left. I can't imagine it would Sludge Bomb here unless it was out of Hydro Pump. Yep, there was one more Hydro Pump. Glad I did that. Okay, so no more Hydro Pump for Quillfish. So we do not have to worry about that being a thing now. Well, let's just make it a Sludge Bomb battle. Now they switch. Of course they do.
Switching out.
This will be Steelix is my guess.
Oh, it's Steelix.
Alright. Well.
What now? That had no effect.
Hmm.
How will this Pokemon switch?
Okay, let's go for Spider Web again so that they don't retreat the Steelix. Oh, they're switching again.
Pokemon.
Why? We literally, except for Spider Web, we couldn't do anything to it.
This Pokemon is rejoining the battle.
Alright. No, Bronzer, not right now, buddy.
How's that? Oh no, that Pokemon.
Alright, so we've got Slugma stuck in there.
What is
Interesting.
which tab on the
Let's get Tyranitar in there.
Here comes the Pokemon switch.
We know it can't run, so we'll be able to Mud Slap it, bite it, etc.
The Pokemon appears with a
Just hope we don't get burned. Here comes Flamethrower.
What will it do? That didn't accomplish.
Okay, that didn't do a whole lot.
How will this new
In that case, let's go ahead and set up the Sandstorm too. Since it can't retreat, it's going to be out there in the Sandstorm probably for all 5 turns.
glowing?
That works. I mean, we're probably going to use Mud Slap, which is a physical move anyway.
Sandstorm rips and tears. Both battlers still look fresh and ready for more.
Mud Slap.
Okay. The Pokemon is
I thought,
returning to its Pokeball.
does Spiderweb only work while Ariados is in there? I guess it only works when Ariados is in there.
Back for another go.
That makes me feel stupid then, because that means last week I could have taken the Alakazam out of the battle.
Right back.
Well, you learn something new every day, they say.
Accuracy is down.
All right, the Machop that has Cross Chop now has even worse accuracy. It's been hit by Sandstorm again. We'll put Ariados back in because it won't be very effective. So we've had Sandstorm for 2 turns. So we still got 3 more. But Ariados will just take some damage as opposed to Tyranitar would be done if it got hit. All right, Cross Chop missed. They both get hit by Sandstorm. Surely this is going to be Steelix. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and switch to Machamp here. Okay, let's see what Machamp can do here. Yep. Is it going to be Steelix? Is it going to be Steelix? Yep. Now the question is, do we go Submission or do we go Fire Punch? Because Steelix doesn't have high special defense, but Machamp's special attack isn't great. Let's go Fire Punch. I feel like that because we have the chance to burn it, that's better play. Pretty good hit. I wish it would have done more, but pretty good hit. Iron Tail. 75% accurate. It missed. Here comes Sandstorm. No, it's over. Okay, so no more Sandstorm. Fire Punch. All right, pretty good Fire Punch there. Does Steelix hit its attack here? It does. There goes Machamp. All right, what have we got to work with here? Cloyster. All right. Okay, Clamp is super effective, but only 75% chance to hit. Aurora Beam is not super effective, but has a much better chance to hit. Oh, I hate making decisions like this. I'm going to go Aurora Beam because it's the one that's guaranteed to hit. Should be neutral damage. All right, it worked out. All right. 3 left for the Machampion. I mean, 3 left for the Steelix, and 3 left for We Are the Machampion. Man, I'm seeing K's and F's on my sheet here for knockouts and feints, and I'm getting them mixed up in my brain. All right, Clamp. Missed. Well, I'm glad I went with the Ice attack against Steelix now. That's going to hurt. Yep, that's why I didn't want to switch in earlier. All right, let's try this again. All right, Slugma's going to take out Cloyster. All right, we got Tyranitar and Ariados. We're not going to mess around with Sandstorm this time because I think there's going to be a lot of switching. Interesting that the Slugma didn't switch there. Is it just going to go for Flamethrower? Amnesia again. Why? I mean, that works if we go for Bite, but if we're going Mud Slap, it's not going to help at all. All right, you're going to switch. Probably to Machop. All right, but you're already damaged. Plus, now you're going to have an accuracy drop. Critical hit. I'm not sure that we need the critical hit, but that's good to have anyway. Now I have an interesting question. Do I go for another Mud Slap or do I go for Bite? I know Bite is a stab move, but Machop's resistant. You know what? But Bite has a chance to flinch if we happen to go first. Let's go Bite. He's already got one Mud Slap on him. We're first anyway, so this works out. It flinched. Tyranitar is going to get the knockout on Machop. Alright, that's big because that was the biggest threat to Tyranitar. And Tyranitar still has most of its health. Alright, Quillfish. No longer with Hydro Pump either. Here comes a Sludge Bomb. Poison would be big here for the Steelix. No poison. Here comes the Mud Slaps. Now even Sludge Bomb's going to be hard to hit. Alright. Go for Bite. Oh, there's that poison. That could be big. Tyranitar takes down Quillfish. 2-on-2 now. Haunter. It's a big Giga Drain. This is where the poison might come in handy. Especially if Tyranitar doesn't knock it out in one shot here. Haunter hangs on. There's the poison. So see, even if it would have knocked it out, it would have given Slugma a chance. Alright, Haunter gets a knockout on Tyranitar. But Haunter and Slugma are both damaged, so let's see. With Ariados and Haunter both do not have very high defenses. So a good hit, even with poison versus poison, a good hit could knock one of them out. Here comes Shadow Ball. Does Ariados survive? It does. How about Haunter when it's hit by a Sludge Bomb? I would think it would, but you never know. Especially if there's like a critical hit involved or something. Haunter survives the Sludge Bomb. And I think that's going to do it. Alright, that's going to do it. That was a good battle. That was a very close battle. And you can see where that team is starting to do better and have luck go its way more. Although the poison was pretty bad on the Tyranitar this week. But still, that was a very good team. The only thing I would stress to that manager is that team was very predictable when I was picking my team this week. Because you've used the same team 3 weeks in a row. Mix it up a little bit. You don't have to mix it up completely, but like use 5 of the same Pokemon. And throw a random 6th one in there. Or use 4. So you can keep your team mostly the same, but you need to mix it up once in a while or it's going to be too easy to figure out what you're doing. Nonetheless, though, pretty good fight despite that. The Machop didn't have as big of an impact as I was hoping it would when I picked it up for my team. That was a good battle. I honestly thought I was going to win at one point once Tyranitar got on a roll there. But that's not always how it goes. So I've lost to the computer in the first battle this week, but it was a good fight. And the Tampa-based Steelix are the winners. I'll be right back with the second matchup. All right, we're here for the second matchup of the day. This is one of the biggest as far as records on paper go. We've got the Pokemon Power and the Minnesota Suicune. Both teams are 5-2 with a chance to get to 6-2. There were no moves made this week for either team, so the rosters are very similar. The only difference really being for the Suicune that Pinsir's in the lineup this week. So let's see, what are we working with here? Moltres has the matchup on Pinsir. Golem has a matchup on 4 of the Pokemon, maybe even 5. I guess it's 4 because Miltank does have Ice Punch. Venusaur's good against most. We got Pikachu and we got Tentacruel. Let's start with Pikachu. We'll see if we can Thunder Wave something right off the bat here. All right. Pikachu versus Suicune. All right, good start. Everything on her team can be Thunder Waved, so there's no like immunity anywhere. So get a Thunder Wave on the Suicune here, just in case they switch it out at some point. Although I do got to keep in mind that the Miltank has a Heal Bell. I got burned by that once this season when I was battling for someone against the Suicune. Thunderbolt. If we get low on health, we'll switch to Paraflinch. Alright, it gets through the paralysis. Bubble Beam. Alright. Alright, let's go for Headbutt on the because if we do get Paraflinch, then we can Thunderbolt the next turn. Did not get the flinch or the paralysis. There's Bubble Beam, and there goes Pikachu. We already saw Thunderbolt wasn't going to do enough to take it out, so that's the only reason I went for the Paraflinch there. You're going to be paralyzed. Let's go Tentacruel. Because if we go Venusaur, they might switch out. If we go Tentacruel, they might leave Suicune in and give us a chance to Sludge Bomb it. Alright, here comes the Sludge Bomb. I was right, by the way, they did not switch. That did a lot less than I thought it would. Paralysis. Alright, I'll be right back. My dog is acting up again. Sorry for all the pauses. Oh, here we go. Sorry for all the pauses, ladies and gentlemen. My dog is not 2 years old yet, and it does not realize that the cats do not want to play with it. I'll be back again in just a moment. Sorry about that. Yeah, she's a young dog and hasn't figured out that when the cats hiss, that doesn't mean they want to play. So we're still working on that. All right, Sludge Bomb. Oh, it lived to 7. Missed. Okay, that's not going to help you at all. That was a waste of a last move. In fact, to conserve Sludge Bomb, let's use Bubble Beam here. There we go. Tentacruel takes out Suicune. Tentacruel lost no health, so we're even at 5. Okay. You are, without a doubt, going to use Thunder. I do not want to battle, no. Alright, Pokemon, you're going to use Thunder. Let's put in Golem. I can't imagine there will be any switches now that Suicune's gone, unless the game switches in Miltank. So we should just be able to Rock Throw this next turn. Alright, Rock Throw. It's going to use Rock Smash. Lower our defense, potentially. It did not there. All right, good hit. I think I didn't pay enough attention to see if that said crit or just super effective, but either way, good hit. Flash. Of course it works when the computer uses it. I never get flash to hit. All right, rock throw again. Held on with 4 health. Rock smash. Flash again, huh? This will be interesting to see if we hit or not. We did. We got a critical hit when it had 4 health left. Nice to know that one mattered. All right. Sorry, guys. Like I said, cat and dogs. Dogs and cat not getting along. So, all right. Let's see. Our accuracy is garbage right now. So let's switch. You're probably going to go for Ice Punch. So it makes sense to go with Tentacruel. Boy, I called that. Let's go with Sludge Bomb. All right, it didn't flinch us. Good. And we got the poison. So it might even waste a turn going for Heal Bell here. No, it's going for Stomp again, so we'll get some poison damage in at the very least. Another Sludge Bomb. Alright, we'll try Bubble Beam here. Tentacruel hangs on. Does it flinch? It flinched. Alright, well, we do know Tentacruel has some speed, so I'll try to save it. Just a moment, everybody. Alright, let's try again with this. Hopefully the animals behave themselves for a moment this time. Alright, we're going to save Tentacruel because of its speed. You are most likely going to go for Stomp again. Let's switch to Gengar. Because if I'm right about that, Stomp won't do anything. Alright. There's the poison. Let's just go for Thief. It's already damaged a lot. I don't think we need, and we can't put it to sleep anyway because it's poisoned. Alright, so it's going down at the end of this turn. Okay, it used Heal Bell. But the only thing that's going to get healed is the Miltank, and it's going down when it gets hit again. So that's not so bad. Thief again. Alright, Gengar with a knockout. Alright. So we've got 5 on 3. Yes, 5 on 3. Good to know I can count occasionally. Houndour. Alright. You are probably going to use Crunch. We don't want Golem getting hit by a Crunch. This is not a great scenario. Let's go Tentacruel. We'll sack it off so we can get Moltres in cleanly.
The Pokemon is returning to its Pokeball.
Alright, so Houndour takes out Tentacruel. That was a tough one because I don't want Moltres taking any damage because we saw what happened last week when Moltres was damaged goods going in. Golem can go in now because now it won't take a... Because before I didn't want to switch and get hit with Crunch for free. Now we can get Golem in, take out the Houndour. It's good against Raikou and Pinsir as well, so I would imagine that Golem might even be able to just finish this battle itself. Unless something crazy happens here. Alright. Magnitude, don't give me a 4, please. 5. Last couple weeks, it does not want to give us a good magnitude. On the bright side, it looks like if we get 5 or higher, we'll take it out this turn. So as long as we don't get a 4, we should be okay. Now, come on, Golem. 6. Okay, I'll take it. Golem takes out Houndour. Alright, Pinsir and Raikou left. This could get interesting here. I think we're going to save Golem for Raikou, because all Raikou can do to it is quick attack. So we're going to go Gengar here. I'm going to be expecting Vice Grip. Or Submission. Either way, it doesn't work on Gengar. Alright, let's go for Hypnosis. That way if they switch, you use Hypnosis on Raikou. If they don't switch, we get Hypnosis to maybe hit Pinsir. Alright. So Pinsir is asleep. Let's go for Nightmare, and then while it's asleep still, we'll go for Nightshade. Alright. Here comes the Nightmare. Pretty good hit. Alright, Nightshade. Pretty good hit. It woke up. I was hoping to be asleep one more turn because one more Nightmare would have made the next Nightshade take it out. Alright, Nightshade again. Fury Cutter. Alright. Thief! Gengar with another knockout. So we just got Raikou left.
Just one Pokemon remains. Oh, it's Raikou. This is the last Pokemon. Sparks are flying from both competitors.
All right, let's try Hypnosis again.
There's the attack. Whoop, that missed.
Okay, we missed that one.
What'll it do? Great hit.
All right, not even half, so we'll get at least 2 more tries for Hypnosis to hit.
What's next?
All right.
Fell asleep. It can't move. That little nap will certainly
Nightmare.
action one-sided. What now? It fell into a nightmare. It's fast asleep and can't move.
All right.
It can't awaken from its nightmare.
Nightshade.
Continue.
If we can get its health under 100, we can just Nightshade it again to win.
Light pack. It's
Still asleep, which means that's going to do the trick. Yep.
torments the victim.
All right, Nightshade again.
Folding. Scary Nightshade.
And with that, the Pokemon Power have won the game.
That settles this battle.
4-0. All right, very good performance there by the Pokemon Power. They are the victors in this one. I thought that battle was going to be... I thought that matchup would be a lot closer than it was. Both teams had good teams. This was just a situation where I was smarter than the computer in a lot of cases. Although I will say the computer was at a disadvantage with the whole pincer thing because there were a couple Pokemon pincer really didn't match up well against here. But nonetheless, Pokemon Power win. And I'll be right back with the third matchup of the day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to what is the main event of today. We've got 1-6 Smoochum or Lose'em versus 1-6 Dallas Dragonite. Somebody has to be in last place after this one. Let's see who it is. Last time these teams battled each other, Smoochum or Lose'em won. So we'll see how it goes this time. All right, let's see. Jolteon's good against a lot of that. We're going to start Pineco. Since nothing on the team resists explosion or self-destruct, whatever it is, we'll just blow up whatever the first thing is we encounter. If it's not one of the fire Pokemon, because then they might outspeed. Alright, bye, Lickitung. Nah, you might not go bye-bye, but you're going to take a big hit, that's for sure. Explosion! You're going with Surf, okay. These two teams have used the exact same lineup in every week so far. So, that's why they're both 1-6. Pineco takes out Lickitung. That's both a knockout and a feint for Pineco. You are very likely to pick a fire type now, so I'm going to go Arbok. I thought about going War Turtle, but on the off chance it's Hitmonlee, we'll go Arbok. Well, look at that. Look at that. All right. Glare. Let's slow down the Hitmonlee. Missed. Okay. Glare. Also missed. Let's see. Mega Kick. I don't remember Mega Kick's accuracy. Glare, I think, is 75. Yeah, 75%. I think Mega Kick is like 70 or 75. There we go. Got the second one to land. Can we get the second Glare to land? Come on, Arbok. 75% chance and you miss both times. Give me a break. Do we have anything that can withstand that? No. Okay. Well, Arbok, for the second week in a row, you have been useless. Unless we get Mega Kick to miss again. Nope. All right, Hitmonlee takes out the Arbok. Two chances at a 75% accurate move. All right. Well, let's see if our luck is different with a 50% accurate move. Zap Cannon. Let's see if it actually hits. 0 for 1. All right, so 3 turns in a row we've missed now. Throwing that out there. High jump kick hits like it's no problem. All right, Zap Cannon again. This is why nobody uses Zap Cannon anymore. A critical hit on top of it, okay. I don't like the way this battle is trending for me. I mean, we can't say I haven't tried. I mean, we've done Zap Cannon, and we went for Glare to slow it down, and neither one worked out. You're going to be faster than me, I bet, so I'm just going to go Razor Leaf. Yep. Yay! Finally! I'll see in the new games you'd take a lot more damage than that, but oh well. Oh boy. Alright, let's go with Toxic. I was trying to go for damage, but clearly we're not going to do enough if we're just going for damage. Please actually hit on the first try. Is that Hitmonlee like cloaked or something? Why can't we hit it?
What's this? The poison will steadily weaken the victim. There's a big HP difference.
Oh, jeez. Yep, I think the computer's gonna win this one.
What'll it do? That's a hit. Down it goes. There's a distinct difference.
Of course, you can't fault me when none of the attacks will land.
The Pokemon have been chosen.
Well, for the Pokemon that are left, I mean, if we can get around Hitmonlee, these two could win theoretically against the remaining 4. So, we'll see. I'm going to go Icy Wind here to try and slow it down just a little bit. Alright, that's fine. The slowing down part is really what we needed. Alright, let's dig it. If we are faster, we can hide while poison hits it a little bit here. It's gonna miss. It'll be a little bit of damage. Plus, it'll also be poisoned. This next turn, we'll hit it, and then it'll be poisoned again after it attacks us.
How's that? That was a glancing blow.
Come on, miss again.
Sharp attack. Hit.
Of course you didn't miss. Hey, War Turtle hanging in there.
Additional damage in an already difficult situation.
Uh,
Appear to be exhausted.
you know what? Let's go dig on the off chance that we're slower than the next thing they put in there. Oh, well. There we go. Still works out that way.
Oh, it's Vaporeon. Foe is weak. Now's the time to attack. It went underground again. How will this newly switched out Pokemon fare? What's this? A light hit.
Alright, so Vaporeon's probably going to take out the War Turtle here, right?
Waterfall effect. That's it. Yeah.
What can I say? This team didn't really have a chance with all the misses. I mean, we've had some weeks where Jolteon takes out whole teams by itself, and then this week, Jolteon didn't hit anything. Alright, Furret and Vaporeon. Furret has the repertoire to potentially win, but it's going to need a lot to go right. First things first, let's get an Amnesia up, because you're going to be taking a lot of special hits.
It raised its special defense. There it goes. That did little damage.
You know what? I'm going to go for another Amnesia. Because again,
Ready for more.
of the remaining Pokemon, the only one that's not going to hit it specially is Hitmonlee, and Hitmonlee's down to 4 health. So,
Proving its stats.
I think its only chance is if we can get the special defense up there.
Side also upped its stats. Neither
That's fine. I'm going to hit you with Thunder Punch, which is a special move. Come on, Paralysis.
What's next? That attack
No paralysis that time. Fine by me. Acid Armor as much as you want.
is still padding its stats. The white-hot battle continues. There's the attack. It withstood that.
All right, another good hit, but I'd really like that paralysis. That'd help out a lot more. Well, now we're going to have to deal with Sand Attack the rest of the way. Great. All right, we can really use that paralysis this time so we don't get sand attacked again.
How's that? It appears to be impervious to damage.
All right, went waterfall this time, so it gave us a bit of a break.
A light hit.
All right, that's all it did because of all of those 2 amnesias. Just gonna have to hope we keep hitting despite the accuracy drop.
What's this?
And we can't really go strength at this point because it upped its defense so much.
A sharp attack. That was a glancing blow.
I feel like that one did more than the previous one. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what it feels like. Quick attack.
A light tap. There! Thunder Punch. Yes, it's a hit.
All right, another knockout for Smoochum. So Smoochum or lose him, not gone yet, but gonna need a lot of luck. We're gonna need some paralysis, maybe a freeze, stuff like that.
Oh, it's Ninetale.
All right, our only chance I think here is gonna be to Thunder Punch once, hope for paralysis, and then maybe we can strength our way out of it. It's faster, so that's gonna hurt a lot.
The hit glanced right off.
All right, the amnesia's keeping us alive. We still really, really need that paralysis if we want to have a chance.
What's next? It's
There we go. We got the paralysis now. If we can get lucky enough that it is fully paralyzed for a turn or two, maybe we can keep this going.
what's that? No, that didn't connect.
Oh, yeah, that's right, the sand attack. I was like, how did strength miss?
Finishing blow.
It fought through the paralysis. Furret's still kicking. We're going to need that paralysis to kick in, though, if Furret's going to have a chance. Furret's pretty fast, so it might... Oh, there's a quick attack. I think that's going to do it. Yep. I was going to say, Furret's pretty fast, so it could have maybe won the duel with Hitmonlee, but, there you go. Well, at least Furret made it a little interesting at the very end. Oh, this is a rough week for me. Nothing lost to the computer. Granted, I mean, one team was a lot better than the other, in my opinion, but... Jolteon missing both Zap Cannons hurt. Bulbasaur missing the first Toxic hurt. Arbok missing both Glares hurt. Yeah, you might lose when you don't land any of your attacks. So that's all I have to say there. The winner of this one, the Dallas Dragonite. All right, I'll be back with the last battle of the day here in just a moment. But first, we're gonna do a little bit of an intermission here. Gonna showcase a couple more mini games. Pichu's Power Plant. Hit the button it tells you to hit, basically. Button mashing, button mashing. There we go, I win. Real quick game, but still fun. Yay. Already doing better than last week on the mini games. Alright, let's see. Which ones have I not played yet? We haven't played Togepi, Chansey, Eevee, or Golbat. Haven't played that. Let's go with Barrier Ball. And like I said, in the future, when I run out of mini games to play, I will do the trivia questions for an intermission. No. Okay. Didn't do so hot there. Well, not doing well at all, really. Come on. I can't even get on the board. I should have stopped after the Pichu game. Ah! Okay, my new goal is just finish above 0. Yay, 1. I lost, but hey, we were above 0. Sure, that was pretty quick. The 2 I picked today were pretty quick, so let's find another one real fast. Play Egg Emergency. This one's pretty fun, pretty simple, pretty fun. One, and we go all the way to 100. I missed one. I see you, green, not missing one yet. Alright, they got hit by a Volt. Oh, I did too. Not doing so hot. Too many eggs. I think I am gonna lose this one. Although, this Voltorb may be my secret weapon to beating green. Oh. I think I lost. Yep. Darn. Oh, that was a good fight. It was a good try. Alright, now I'll be back with the final matchup of the day. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, our last matchup of the day. The 6-1 Atlanta Fearow against the 2-4... No. Correction, sorry. 3-4 My Little Ponyta. The 6-1 threw me off track of how many games we played there for a second. Alright. The main news as far as moves go for these teams, My Little Ponyta dropped Wobbuffet to add Fortress. We'll see how that works out. We are going to lead with Lantern in this one, and we'll see how it goes. Lantern and Electabuzz. I don't really have a better matchup other than maybe Dragonair. Let's see, what does the opponent have? Well, Lantern would have Hydro Pump against Nidoking and Nidoqueen, but it's also weak to Mud Slap as well as Nidoking just being scary in general. Whereas Dragonair, it might be better to switch to Dragonair. We'll try one Hydro Pump. If we hit and we get a good amount of damage, we'll stay in. If we miss or we don't do much damage, we'll switch. Okay, so we're not going to do much damage because of the light screen, so we will switch whether this hits or not. Alright, okay. So we would have done maybe close to half health if it wasn't for the light screen. Alright, you are probably going to go Thunder Punch now. We will go with Dragonair. Because ideally we want to use Poliwrath probably against Nidoking and Nidoqueen. But Lantern and Kadabra are solid backups. Well, I guess Kadabra would work as well, so it wouldn't have to be that. Dragonair does have Fire Blast. Well, why did... I don't know. I don't know with this game anymore. Outrage. Alright, stayed in. Interesting. Real interesting. Okay, that didn't do as much as I'd hoped, but at the same time... I'm going to have to make a decision on if I keep Dragonair in there or not here in a minute, because The Fire Blast would be nice against Fortress. At the same time, while that's the only super effective move we have, there are other moves on this team that we could use instead. Oh man, I'm sorry, Atlanta Fearow. I'm sure you're probably sweating a lot right now trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Because we want to save, it would be nice to save the Fire Blast for Fortress. But at the same time, we don't want Lantern taking a lot of damage because we would like to use it later. But at the same time, we have Kadabra and Poliwrath to deal with those threats. Okay, we'll put Lantern back out there. And we'll use Poliwrath and Kadabra to combat the Nidos. Alright. Because Fortress, while it is a great defensive Pokemon, it is kind of slow, so I would imagine that even though Dragonair is damaged, it should definitely still get a chance to get Fire Blast off. You will probably Light Screen again, is my guess. We're going to go Hydro Pump anyway. You went Thunder Punch. Okay, well, we're going to take you out then if we hit. Yep, there we go. Lantern takes out Electabuzz. Oh, okay. Getting a knockout always makes you feel like you made the right choice. Alright, let's see. You are going to use a fighting move, which means we can... Because you have Thrash and Cross Chop, so Mr. Vis can't be hit by either of those.
Here comes a Pokemon Switch. Oh, it's Mystery Bug. There's the attack. This move appears to be useful.
Alright.
What impact will this Pokemon...
We're going to try Psywave, because Psywave is like random in how it calculates. So it could be a super effective move that does a lot of damage, or it could do like nothing.
What's this?
Since Primeape can't hit anyway, we'll just try Psywave, see what we get.
What'll it do? The hit lands right off.
Alright, we're going to go Shadow Ball next turn.
They're both pretty tough. It sacrificed speed.
Don't care. Well, I care a little bit because Shadow Ball is technically physical in this generation.
That did little damage.
Alright. Well then, since your physical defense is up, we'll go Thunder.
The crowd's excitement is building from this heated battle. Vicious attack. Oh, that's a miss.
Of course it misses.
Confused no more.
But Primeape can't do anything to us. Focus Energy can't do anything. Curse can't do anything.
Battle continues.
Thrash and Cross Chop can't do anything, so it's really just kind of annoying us right now by being out there. Which is a shame, because I think that Primeape would be a great matchup for maybe taking out Dragonair, or maybe getting a good hit on Poliwrath, but since the game threw him out there now, he's probably going to go down to Mischievous. Or I should say her, this Primeape is technically a girl, it looks like. Nonetheless, Mischievous takes out the Primeape. Alright, let's see. I don't know who the game is going to put out here in this case. Fortress, okay. Thunder. Should be neutral damage. If it hits. Fortress taking it like a champ. That's at least a three attempts to take it out. Sandstorm, okay. I would have liked to see something other than that this turn, but alright. If I was the one managing that team. Yeah, we're just going to stay in.
Sandstorm is raging here in Pokemon Stadium.
All right. Fortress is pretty low on health now. See, if this was flipped, I would have saved Fortress for when Kadabra went in because it could have taken a couple Psychics or Thunder Punches. I don't know why the game threw it in against Mischievous. Oh well. Thunder again. If it hits, Fortress goes down. It missed. Okay. See, now I would have started with Roll Out probably, but oh well. Alright. Sandstorm. Mischievous is taking some damage during all this. If Thunder misses this turn, I'm going to Shadow Ball just to get guaranteed damage. Alright. Mischievous takes out the Fortress.
There's a big difference in the number of Pokémon remaining on each side. Oh, it's
Nidoking and Mischievous. Nidoking can't hit Horn Drill because it's a normal move, so its only options are going to be Mud Slap and Thunder. We're going to Pain Split first to get some health back, and then we'll switch. Because again, we know Horn Drill can't hit us. Thunder, if it hits, we'll Pain Split again. Pain Split again, and then we'll just keep doing this until maybe it misses a Thunder. Of course it gets the paralysis. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? Does it go 3 for 3? Of course it goes 3 for 3. That figures. I don't know why I even ask any more questions like that. Alright. So that was interesting. Let's go for... if it was below halfway, I know Kadabra could take it out for sure. Let's go Poliwrath. I'd rather lose Poliwrath than get than cost this team Kadabra, because Kadabra is definitely its ace in the hole. Really? Nidoking's faster than Poliwrath? Poliwrath took it like a champ, though. Please don't miss. Really? Really? I can't put Fearow in because it's weak to Thunder. We don't want Kadabra to take a hit, and if Dragonair is probably going to be slower too, which would leave it susceptible to Horn Drill. Alright, I'm sorry, Fearow. I'm going to have to leave Poliwrath in here and hope it doesn't go down this turn. That's my mistake. I thought it was faster than Nidoking. Okay. Well, let's just go to Kadabra then. I wanted Nidoking at less than half health before we put Kadabra in there. But after seeing that, I know if I put Lantern out there, we'll probably miss Hydro Pump again. So, no messing around. We're just going straight to Kadabra here. Alright, Psychic. Alright, that was in fact enough. Alright, we got Muck, who's weak to Psychic, and Nidoqueen, who's weak to Psychic. Though both of them have high enough special defense, they might survive a hit. Psychic again. Muck survives. Here comes Sludge. Pretty good hit. Wow, that got Very close to being a knockout.
Both get ready to go. There's the shot.
All right, Kadabra takes out Muck.
There it is. Knockout. Just one Pokemon remains. Oh, it's Nidoqueen. This is the last.
Let's see, I can't switch in Fearow and Dragonair because Nidoqueen knows Ice Punch. So if it's using Ice Punch, it can take them out.
Looks tired.
I don't want Lantern taking unnecessary damage in case we have to throw it in there. I guess we'll just go Psychic, and if Kadabra goes down, we'll throw someone else in there.
A furious attack. Drill no weakness.
Nidoqueen hanging on. There's a Body Slam.
Body slam.
And Kadabra goes down.
Oh, knockout. There's a distinct difference in the
All right.
remaining Pokemon for each side.
Fearow is the fastest of the three left. Can't believe I said that, but yes. So it's got the best chance of going first.
The number of remaining Pokemon is 3 to 1.
190.
One-sided.
All right, we're going to go with Drill Peck. I wanted to finish with Hyper Beam. It would have been more fun, but since there's a chance it would miss, I know for me it would miss. Fearow takes out the Nidoqueen.
That settles this battle. And there goes
That was a pretty tight battle. I mean, honestly, number one team had two Pokemon that were halfway defeated, and then Fearow left. So that came a lot closer than I thought it would. But victory nonetheless for the number one team, the Atlanta Fearow. My Little Ponyta put up a good fight. The game really mismanaged Fortress, in my opinion. But anyway, the winners are the Atlanta Fearow. And I'll be right back here in a little bit with all the updated standings and statistics. All right, welcome back, everybody. We've got the updated standings. We've got the Atlanta Fearow in first place, 7-1 with a 24-point differential. Pokemon Power 6-2 with plus 13. Tampa Bay Steelix 6-2 with plus 7. Minnesota Suicune at 5-3 with a -2 differential. Right now in that fifth and final playoff spot, My Little Ponyta 3-5 with a -3 point differential. Just on the outside looking in right now, we got Dallas Dragonite at 2-6 with a -3. We Are the Machampion 2-6 with a -16. And Smoochum or Lose 'em bringing up the rear at 1-7, -20 differential. Unfortunately, with some of the matchups we had today, some of them being tough for me to overcome, I am now 19-13 against the computer. I think that record will get better in the future when we have more winnable matchups. So let's take a look at the stats here. Magneton still leading the way for the Steelix with 10 knockouts to 8 feints. Quillfish a nice 7-5 right behind there. Haunter with a pretty good 5-2 when it does get a chance to play. The Atlanta Fearow, Kadabra 11 knockouts to 2 feints. Mischievous 9-3. It's a monstrous duo right there. Minnesota Suicune, Houndour 9-5. Raikou 6-4. Suicune 6-8. So pretty good balance there amongst those. Dallas Dragonite, Hitmonlee now the front runner for that team with 9 knockouts to 6 feints. Ninetales and Vaporeon both with 7-6. Smoochum or Lose 'em, despite not doing anything in the battle today, Arbok still tied for the lead with 7 knockouts to 8 feints. Furret with 7 and 8 as well. We Are the Machampion. Oh, okay. Don't know what happened there. Anyway, We Are the Machampion. Tyranitar now the knockout leader with 8. It's got an 8-7 ratio. Machamp right behind it with 7-7. My Little Ponyta. We got Nidoking with 10-4 now. 10 knockouts, 4 feints. Right behind it from today's action, Primate got up to 5 knockouts, 3 feints. Already had 5 knockouts, it just fainted. Pokemon Power, Golem now up to 10 knockouts and 5 feints. So we're getting a pretty tight race here for the MVP. I mean, Kadabra is still clearly the favorite, but after it's 11-2, if you look at the second place race, I mean, we got 9-3 for Mischievous. We got 10-4 for Nidoking, 9-5 for Houndour, 10-5 for Golem, 9-4 for Moltres. So we got some pretty good ratios there. So big takeaways this week are the same thing I've been saying the last couple weeks. Try to diversify the lineups. Don't go with the same 6 every time, because even if it's a good 6, it gives your opponent, if they call it right. I mean, take the Tampa Bay Steelix matchup today. My opponent had used that lineup for 3 weeks in a row. So while I still did my very best I could with the lineup they gave me to try and win, it wasn't very hard to come up with a lineup that had an advantage against them, because I figured they'd probably run the same lineup yet again. That ended up being right, and thus it made it very hard for me to win for them, even though I was trying my very best to win for them. So anyway, let's take a look at the Week 9 matchups coming up. Tampa Bay Steelix will be controlled by the computer once again against My Little Ponyta, so I will be trying to help My Little Ponyta pull off the win there. We have the Minnesota Suicune being controlled by me against Smoochum or Lose'em. Smoochum or Lose'em won their very first match of the season and has lost every match since then. So it'll be interesting to see if they can turn it around or if they continue doing what they're doing. The Pokemon Power will be controlled by the computer against the Dallas Dragonite. The Dallas Dragonite have not fared real well this season either, because again, they've used the same lineup every week. So that's going to be a tough challenge for me as the player representing the Dragonite to try and overcome the power in that battle. And let's see here. Last but not least, we have the Atlanta Fearow will be controlled by the computer against We Are the Machampion. I'll do my very best to try and give We Are the Machampion a good fight there. I do recommend changing the lineup a little bit, but we'll see how that goes. I'll work with whatever you give me. I'll do my very best. So those are the matchups for next week. Things still heating up. The Fearow look to be the most dominant team, but even so, they're only a game ahead of the Power and Steelix still. And the Fearow have a nice little 3-game road stretch here. So we'll see how that goes. And then even with home games, they have a tough matchup with the Power. So we'll see if they can hang on to first place. Meanwhile, the Power also a little bit of a road stretch here. Tampa Bay Steelix are getting ready to end their road stretch and then get a couple games at home. So be interesting to see how this race comes down to the end here. And really the 5th place race is looking interesting now. Ponyta only up 1 game against the Dallas Dragonite, and We Are the Machampion. The point differential is the same for My Little Ponyta and the Dallas Dragonite. So this is going to be an interesting race all the way to the very end in all aspects. But anyway, if you guys have liked what you've seen today, do the whole YouTube thing. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, all that nonsense. And I'll see you next week with Week 9 of the Pokemon Stadium 2 Draft League. All right. Bye-bye.